So, Jordan asked me to say a couple things about how it was coming back from Malaysia um, for all the ETAs who have just gotten out. And here's the thing. I've been thinking about this a lot, and it seems like our brains are just these machines that take in memories and just dump out nostalgia. Because I remember I was pretty miserable by the time I was leaving Malaysia. Really happy to be going. And when I look back now, everything is super rosy. I think about missing everything. I miss having a moto, and I miss having only one thing to do every day. I not have to do that very well because no one would know. And Basically, what comes down to it is I miss the person that I was when I was there. That I actually ended up really liking that person. That Ezra in Malaysia was a very ridiculous but adventurous version of myself. I remember when I first left, the first month or so, I was stunned by a couple of things. One, I was really kind of surprised whenever a woman would shake my hand or talk to me. That was still really weird. Also, I realized that no one in America actually wears any clothes. Everyone's basically naked all the time, and that was again pretty shocking. Everything was just very loud to me. Just it was crazy to go to the mall and have everyone be talking in a language I understood, and to have so many choices of food without any bones in it or fish. That was surprisingly hard. And I think pretty quickly after, I sort of started missing this, I guess, uniformity of the experience in Malaysia. That whatever it was, I'd adjusted to it and I understood it. And if it was crazy, it was crazy, but it was the kind of crazy that I understood. And getting back in America, it was a kind of crazy that I no longer understood, I guess. It was a weird thing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just everything's very rosy looking back because it was a time where I was growing every single day. And I guess if there is one bit of advice I'd want to give for as you're getting back, is to, if you feel stagnant, not being able to fit into your old life again, that you should find another challenge, I guess. That you shouldn't make it so Malaysia was the last good thing that you did, the last really interesting thing that you did. You don't want to be talking about Malaysia 2 years from now, as that was the only place where you ever have any stories left from. If you liked who you were, if it turns out you liked who you were while you're in Malaysia, then I think you probably owe it to yourself to do something awesome and ridiculous and terribly short-sighted again. I think you'll probably be happier as a result of that. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, the other thing is, the main reason I miss Malaysia is because I ended up going with a fantastic group of people. And we became super close during that time, partially because of the madness around us and the fact that we were the only ones that really understood how we were all basically temporarily insane in the same way. And I think one of the great things about that is we've been all able to keep in touch since then. So if there's anyone that you actually, like from this experience, I would highly recommend making a point to, when you're in each other's cities to go visit, that you invite each other to weddings, that you try to meet up, because that I think is a great way of keeping that connection alive while still moving forward. So, if that was helpful, great. If not, just say that you did a Fulbright, and that's, I think, probably prestigious enough to make the whole experience worth it. Just wave your hands and say, "Oh yes, it was just a Fulbright thing." It's very good. Anyway, welcome back from Malaysia, and yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know.